All right. We were amongst friends last night. Nice Concorde there. They sure make a pretty rig. Okay. Yeah, this was a nice stay here.
Yeah, it was nice, quiet. Slept really good.
Yep. Samantha, at some point last night, kicked out her stitches. At least half of them. But it's not bleeding. And so hopefully that should be fine. Fingers crossed. We're going to monitor it. And, I did an antibacterial in there. And so seems like we're doing all the right things. But I can imagine it's healing. It's getting itchy. You can't blame her, but stop doing that. It's so bad. All right. We, however, are off. Great night's sleep last night, though. That was pretty good.
It was a great night's sleep. We actually have a stop not far from here, about 5 minutes away.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
So Emma's been doing a little more planning, or at least pre-sightseeing on our way, and then it's just a big surprise for me. So I just do the driving. And today we may very well make it to St. Louis, Missouri.
We should make it to St. Louis today, no problem.
And then we have one more state after that. So I think St. Louis is, you said they're popular for barbecue and blues.
Yeah.
And a big McDonald's
Gateway
arch.
Arch, yep.
Yeah. What have we stumbled upon here?
I bet Joel can't get through this whole video without laughing.
I'm a grown-ass man.
Already laughing.
What? Okay, so, oh my gosh, it's a whole thing. There's a general store fudge factory.
We're in Uranus, Missouri, at the Uranus Fudge Factory.
This is Uranus, Missouri? Oh my god.
Well, maybe not the whole city, but this is a little strip called Uranus.
Get your kicks in Uranus, all right. Well, okay.
The best fudge comes from Uranus.
Oh man, they are full of jokes here. Live dino eggs, handled with care. I think this is gonna be a hard one. Old dog, young dog, several stupid dogs, please drive slowly. All pets and any uncontrollable humans must be leashed at all times.
Please pick up after your pet. $4 million penalty, 6 years in prison, no ice cream.
Oh, this is a cool sign. Look at this. All right, there's gonna be a lot in here, I think. Oh boy.
We're gonna start at the fudge factory.
Jeez. This is like a whole thing. Well, this is fun. Oh boy.
One like a Uranus, the other not.
Yep. Yep. Hey. Ooh.
I hear earrings.
That's kind of cool. Mmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mm. Oh, that's cute. Hilarious. Oh man. Oh. This is a lot. This takes a lot. Oh man. They are. Oh jeez. Can I even show most of this on YouTube? I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
Uranus is expanding. Please excuse the mess.
Oh. Hey. It does say available in 5X, which I think makes that even funnier. Something about it, I don't know. Whew. We like to sleep around. Jeez. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Fudge yeah. Oh man. This is really hard.
They make it so easy.
Ice cream when Uranus shakes and my heart melts when I spend my Sundays in Uranus. Best cavity search in town. Dental and procto. Oh, I didn't laugh. I did not laugh. I did not laugh. All right.
Slideshow Museum.
Slideshow Museum? I did not. Handsome yet humble. Yeah.
Fun ass.
Ooh. A whole magic show in there. I think kids would like that.
Yeah, all the weird mystical things of Uranus.
So this is a little stop-in. Yeah, a little stop-in. There. Does that woman have tattoos all over her face?
And her arms.
And her arms.
Cheetah print.
This is a perfect place for her. Oh, man. I don't know what's in here, but I feel like...
Stick your hand in there, Joel.
I'm not sticking my hand in here.
Stick your hand in there.
I'm doing that.
Pet the alien.
You pet the alien. I don't trust it. That's a Uranus double-decker. Ooh, with an air conditioner there. Can we go in? I would like to. Oh, I forget their doors are...
I think that this rivals Wall Drug.
Definitely in terms of the humor aspect, absolutely. Well, that sure is a large belt buckle, I reckon.
Guinness World Record, the largest belt buckle measures 3.8 meters, so 10 feet, 1.44 inches tall, and 13 feet, 4.55 inches wide.
Ah, I feel so backed up. I'm backed up in Uranus.
Oh, should we go put a Coach Baby Machine sticker on this post over here?
We probably should. Do you have them with you?
I do.
Excellent. Everyone's putting some stickers out here.
All right, where are we putting Cozy Living Machine?
All right. The Astroliner actually has 2 air conditioners. Do they do something in there?
I have no idea.
Bleed air tanks daily. What's happening in there? Oh, anyways, that was one of the most, if you can't laugh at it, that is one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever experienced. I just felt weird. So, turns out the trick, obviously, then is just laugh. Laugh at everything. I laugh at everything. I laugh at inappropriate times.
Joel does laugh at everything, which is why I thought that'd be a really hard challenge for him here.
It was. Oh, man. Oh, that is a way to get famous. That is a way to get famous. Now that is a mighty big rocking chair. This is the world famous largest rocking chair in the world. This is where we're at. Whoa. It's weird. Danny's gas hole. Man, these guys have a great sense of humor out here.
We are arriving at the Frank Lloyd Wright house here in St. Louis County. A Frank Lloyd Wright house that was built in the 1950s, and you guys know Joel loves the Frank Lloyd Wright architecture.
We talked about it a lot in Phoenix, especially.
Yeah. So this is one we want to check. I don't think we're going to be able to go in, but we can at least drive by and check it out.
Oh. Maybe advised without a trailer? Oh, yeah. Tickling the trailer. Look at that.
So Frank Lloyd Wright built this house because he felt very strongly that middle-class Americans should have access to beautiful homes. And this was the result of that. So this house is built in parallelograms. I think it was like 60 and 120 degree angles.
Yep, and nowhere to park. So,
can we even get through this lot?
Let alone turn around. I do like the idea, of course, that like, hey, even folks with modest budgets should be able to have a beautiful home. It looks real nice from the outside, and we'll have more on Frank Lloyd Wright in the possibly the near future, in the coming month. But it really is an interesting house. The house is a beautiful piece of property too. That doesn't hurt anything. No. But the house has such a presence, right? Almost like a large battleship, even at some angles. You know, I will say it's incredibly lush here, and maybe even more so than Washington in some areas. At least Western Washington. You know, you get in the forest in the Olympic National Park, and it's really, quite lush. Here, though, it might even be more dense. Some of the vegetation.
Yeah.
along the side of the roads as well. So these trees are just, whoo, they're alive. Like, look at some of these houses. Sure pretty. But we're on the outskirts of St. Louis now. So we have a little bit, 15 miles before we get in. But I can see why people are attracted to this area. But the humidity is insane. It feels, now it is only 87 degrees. So, you know, something to be said for that. But, whoo, it's warm. It's thick. We're swimming out here. We have made it to St. Louis downtown, and the dogs are in the trailer. Got the AC on for them. I think they'll be pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it's actually not that hot here right now. It's not like swelteringly hot.
The sun is hiding. Man, these are some big clouds. The sun's hiding out there. So we're not getting the solar we'd like to get, but
hopefully we don't get rained on.
yeah. It said it wasn't supposed to rain until tomorrow. It's supposed to be a thunderstorm tomorrow. So over here we have the Purina headquarters. They do have a visitor center somewhere, but that got closed down because of a tornado.
Yeah, the visitor center is like a farm somewhere, and they have like a cool dog show and like milk cows and things. But a tornado took out most of their facilities, it sounds like, in March. So you can't go visit them right now.
Apparently, though, everybody, including the animals, were okay. Just took out the building, so
yeah.
Scary, scary stuff. Yeah, this city is so interesting because you quickly go from like, this is a nice area, to like real shady, lots of graffiti, broken windows,
Yeah.
busted cars. And then you go into like these areas that are like super hipster and gentrified and just, you know what I mean? But like, I guess they're trying, I don't know.
So St. Louis, if you didn't know already, is also the home of Budweiser beer. And Mr. Bush is buried in a cemetery around here. One of the co-founders. There's a whole experience here where you can go into the Clydesdales and like tour a factory and taste test beer and stuff like that. At least there was when I was a kid. My parents did it.
I bet you they still do it.
They probably still do it.
Yeah.
But it says best beer in the world or something like that on the billboard right there. I don't know if that's true anymore.
Yeah,
Or the king of beer or whatever.
King of beer, yeah, they kind of took a hit pretty hard recently.
This is the home of the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team. You know, I think I've been in this stadium before too. When I was a kid, we did a whole tour of different baseball stadiums following the Detroit Tigers. I think this is the one we went to.
This is Busch Stadium. But we found street parking next to the Taco Bell.
Zoll uses the Taco Bell as a beacon of hope.
It's my landmark. That's my center focus there. All right. See, I'm not really a sports person. I just don't care. You know, it's just not something that I've ever, like, I'll play sports. These are cool statues. I'll play sports, but I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. But Emma you like sports.
I grew up in a sports family. Like, we followed the Detroit Tigers around to different baseball stadiums and watched them play when I was a kid, like for a whole summer.
Yep.
And, you know, my brother played football growing up, and I was a cheerleader. Like, I was in a sports family. So yeah.
I tried to be a cheerleader. They didn't want me in there. Man, they sure know how to show off here. That is for sure. Who's this runner? Oh, just the runner. So this is part of the National Park Service. This is the Gateway Arch National Park. And so having not gone in there, this is sort of a weird national park in the sense that it's right in the middle of a city.
Yeah.
Or kind of, you know, right on the Mississippi River there.
Yeah.
Sort of a weird one still, though.
This is what is it? The smallest and tallest national park, I think, or something like that. It's the smallest footprint of a national park.
This is such an incredible building. Man, oh man. I bet this one takes quite a bit to maintain, though, with these buildings. Oh, it's like they're opening for us. Whoa.
Open sesame.
Oh, it feels so nice in here. Look at how tall the doors are. Now this is a very historic building. There was something called the Dred Scott decision, which is known as one of the worst decisions in U.S. history. What an incredible building here. The Supreme Court determined that those of African descent could not be considered American citizens. Therefore, they wouldn't have the same rights. What a terrible, terrible thing. But we did have some changes to our U.S. Constitution, thank goodness, that went ahead and ratified the citizenship and gave full rights to all U.S. citizens. And what a very, oh man, what a scary thing, you know, just thinking about that. As we tour this building, man, it is quite something. Yeah, enslaved persons, Dred and Harriet Scott, were among more than 300 individuals who sued their enslavers for freedom. Fascinating. Now, why here? One thing I found interesting, and I didn't actually realize this beforehand, but Missouri could own slaves, whereas Illinois and Wisconsin, it would have been illegal. What a scary, scary thing, right? Wow. Some intense stairs. One has to wonder what's behind that door. This window, you can't see out. Was this intentional? I don't know.
Imagine how many people fell down these stairs. They're steep.
Well, back then they didn't have such lawsuits, right, as today. Oh, so these are the National Parks offices, but we can see over here. Yeah, it's interesting how that one landmark case really, I mean, that sort of defined this building, right? Like that's what this is remembered for, among other things, I'm sure, but.
So all the art that's kind of painted into the walls up there, they talk about it on the first floor and all the different significance of them.
Clearly here, they were having a very Greek moment.
Yes, they were having a very Greek moment
Huge
here.
Greek moment, we saw that. Circuit number 4. Whoa. Can we keep going up?
I think that you can only go to the second floor.
Whoa, wow. This is very interesting. Also, the way things are laid out, a little bit different than what we have today. I guess every courtroom's a little different, but.
Honestly, very regal.
This is very regal. Wow, man. It's a testament, though, to the materials they used. Because everything's still standing pretty well. You know, now, I mean, everything goes to court. I do think that they're sort of trying to more so get people to mitigate and just come to their own agreements before going to court. But like, there are so there are just so many frivolous lawsuits, and there's a telegraph room in here, that adds up. 1880, 1903, 23 years. Maximum occupancy, 49. There is some intensity here. Wow. Dude, that echo though.
Judge Emma presiding.
Whoa. Wow, what a chair too. Look at that.
Desk?
Isn't this just some intensity here? There's a little theatrics that goes into justice in the court. Judging, rather.
Order in the court.
I mean, there has to be some theatrics, right? And man, and just because it has been judged, it does not make it just. I think that's the moral of this story.
I wonder which one of those is the judge's chambers.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, though, actually. Think about that level, like it goes up and then it comes back down.
I feel like probably this one.
Can you go in there?
No.
Your Honor, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. Now, it is interesting, though, because you have those that watch, the observers, right? And then you have the defendants and the plaintiff, and then the jurors. And here, I mean, it was so, like, it's kind of interesting because really there's no distance. You know, there's no stanchion, there's nothing here that would separate, right? Like, I feel that connection. But in theory, if the plaintiff and the defendant are so close together, who do I feel closer to by default? I wonder if that has ever had an effect. I would imagine so.
Well, and the stand is way on the other side of the jury, so you have the jury between the stand and the judge.
Very interesting. I think this is kind of Interesting how they've done this. They've nailed these little deals in.
A little brass.
This is kind of a cool little display here, and you can pause this to read a little bit more. But it talks about the Greek revival, specifically more on the dome. Obviously, there is a connection between this here building and that there arch. I have to wonder what exactly, because I mean, they're perfectly situated with one another. So I gotta wonder, we'll surely be learning about that.
When you pass the bar, it's this is the bar. You can go past this point in a quarter.
That's pretty cool. I love this. The branches of government. You have legislative, executive, judicial, and you know, shadow government. This is pretty cool. As it turns out, that's not something that's always well taught in school. State courts handle more than 90% of the judicial business in America. Oh, wow. You know, I will say, it would sure feel like a powerful moment when you walk out of here a free man, depending on what your court case was about. The court ruled that people of African descent are not included and were not intended to be included under the word citizens in the Constitution, and can therefore claim none of the rights and privileges which that instrument provides for and secures to citizens of the United States, and more specifically that African Americans were not entitled to full liberty of speech, to hold public meetings, and to keep and carry arms, along with other constitutionally protected rights and privileges. It's insane, these things that we certainly take for granted. I think everybody takes them for granted today. It's scary how easily that could not have been a thing for everybody, right? And you know, even to this day may not be held equal by all branches of government, right? Oh, that is something. But the Peace Arch. Now, although I could see this being a beautiful sentiment to ideals of justice and our Constitution, etc., this was not. So the Gateway Arch, which is now the national park, was a nationwide competition in 47 to 48, where an architect inspired design for a 630-foot stainless steel arch, chosen as this perfect monument to the spirit of the Western pioneers. Construction began in 1963 and was completed in 1965 at a total cost of less than $15 million. Well, that's still a lot. The spirit of the West, I think, is, I wouldn't say it's lost in this country anymore, but
no.
It is quite fascinating. Well, we can go inside. The monument actually spans more than 60 feet down. Kind of interesting. So it's good and anchored, and you've been to the top of that, huh?
When I was a kid, yeah. I think I was probably like 6, 7, maybe.
Yeah, not for me, I tell you.
It's one of the first vacations I actually remember.
Yep. Also, someone turned the hot back on. Can we not do that? Oh, that is a nice fountain, actually. Ooh, yeah, this is quite a building. It's quite an experience. This is more than just a building, but wow. I have to wonder if the Apple Store's designers, the architects, got a little inspiration from here. It feels nice and cool in here.
Yeah, it does.
One would not expect it to, but.
Looks like they're doing a little renovation.
So there's a museum here, and then you can go up over here. 45 to 60 minutes total in something like this.
Go ahead, Joel, get in there, see how you feel.
Okay. Oh, you can't sit all the way up either. Oh yeah, this is a big no. I think it's funny they put this here because...
And look at Joel's knees. They shoved 5 people in here.
I don't know who they're sticking in there. Maybe a couple kids. I don't know about that. This sure is awesome. Look at this. The landscaping, the architecture here. And it's just an amazing feat. I mean, I guess if you know what you're doing, you know, it's not that big of a deal, I suppose. But to a lay person like myself, that's impressive. I also think it's interesting how the visitor center, which is extraordinarily busy, I might add, it's all underground, kind of like a bunker in a way. And it's hard to believe that right across that river would be freedom. Although I do kind of find it funny that East St. Louis is in a different state. So,
East St. Louis, Illinois.
All right, one last look at her. Woo! And that's something. We went ahead and made it back to the trailer, made our raviolis. That was pretty good.
And in our Italian theme today, I'm also going to be trying my kitty cocktails limoncello.
Soda 2 out of 3.
Soda 2 out of 3. And Joel's having his pineapple soda.
All right. Yeah, that's what I expected. Ooh.
That's about what I expected.
Oh, it's like a lemon soda. Yeah, yeah, all right. Oh, still different than like lemon lime.
Yeah, it's a limoncello.
You want to try my pineapples?
Sure.
So,
Ooh, I like how bubbly yours is. Yours is good.
Fitz's.
I actually think I like that better than mine, honestly.
Yeah. So far, our judgment on St. Louis, I would say it's a very interesting city.
It is.
It's smaller than Seattle. Actually, surprisingly, significantly smaller than Seattle.
It's like half the size of Seattle.
Yeah, and the population's much. But it's quickly hit or miss. The weather, honestly, I don't do well on humidity. But we haven't interacted with any people.
No, everybody's kind of stuck to themselves.
Kind of a funny thing.
Yeah.
That's
Which is a
probably
very Seattle thing.
It's a St. Louis freeze. I do see a lot of graffiti, and there are definitely some like boarded up places around here. It kind of makes me think they might have a bit of a substance issue here, like a substance use issue. I don't know, just based on some initial observations. But there are very much seemingly the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
You know, but it looks like there's a lot of opportunity here, and they do seem to like to entertain. Now we did decide we're going to stay here in St. Louis for one evening.
Yep.
There's something we want to see tomorrow that surprisingly it's free. It's kind of a free event. I suspect they probably make plenty of money other ways.
Yeah.
But I just figured like while we're here, we haven't been to this sort of thing in a long time. That'd be a nice surprise.
It's something that is very on brand for what we like to do.
Yeah.
And it's free. And you don't normally see these things as free.
Which I don't get it.
I think they charge you for parking.
There's parking and there must
there's
be some
experiences and stuff within it too.
I wonder if it's not a government sort of deal.
Maybe.
If it's not government run. But we need to find somewhere to park. And in the meantime, we're also going to check out a few areas that might be kind of visually interesting from what you were saying.
Yeah, so the first place we're going is called the Walls on Washington, and there's like, I think it's like 10 different murals, like massive murals painted on the side of the walls, all down this street. So as we drive by, we'll be able to see the murals.
Oh, there's Kip.
Oh.
Whoa, that's a weird old building. It's like an old factory or something?
They tend to do that. Fun fact, I actually worked at Kip in Nashville. And this is the Kip St. Louis High School.
Man, it's kind of a pretty building, actually.
Yeah. So here's a mural on Washington.
Ooh, Ross in motion, huh? Oh, they got the Fury on. I want to try that one out.
This church has seen better days.
Oh no, I bet that was at one time a real beautiful building.
Yeah.
I love the stonework.
Glass and everything.
Yeah, a lot of energy it took to build that.
Cool little boat there.
Wait, is that what that?
That's not a boat. That's not a boat.
There's a real beauty there. I'd love to see some of these from the inside, the stained glass and such. Oh, well, here's some of these beauties. Man, I tell you, we need a bike. This would be great on a bicycle. This probably could be its. Oh wow, there's like a whole alley. And my feet are already hurting though. That's a big chicken. But yeah, this feels a shame. Like, we're not gonna get out and walk it because my dogs are barking. So, you know, and I say it time and time, I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing it, but once our budget increases a little bit here, definitely gonna pick up another bicycle. What in the heck? This is so interesting. How much paint this must have taken too?
A lot.
Even the trailer. Honestly though, if my tractor trailer was getting graffitied all the time, I'd probably just paint it myself. Why not, you know? And then people think it's all custom, and then, you know, that'd be a good excuse to like get good at painting. I feel like they're very artsy fartsy out here, but I think St. Louis is a little more like Seattle politically as well.
Yeah.
From what we're seeing.
Chickens, bees.
Salmon?
That looks like an iguana.
No, I meant the other one. But
We thought that was pretty cool.
nifty.
We'll show you if you see anything else cool along the way to our next spot. That's funny, if you can see up in the distance there above those trees, they got, it looks like 4 honey bears on the wall in different outfits. That's cute.
Is that a painted truck camper? Let's find out.
It's definitely not painted.
Oh, it's kind of painted. I think, you know what? I think it's abstract. Everywhere you look, there's a little something. A little something. I wonder if there's like an architecture school here or something like that too, because
There might be.
those suitcases.
It's an arts hotel. That'd actually be pretty cool to stay at.
Oh, actually it would be. Unless your room sucks. Because let's be real, we don't like all art. That's, art is very subjective, right? This is so impressive. Why? I don't know. It's so great though. Oh, look at that. Wow.
Very tall old houses.
Oh, I love that weeping willow. Ooh, it's happy here. There are some incredible homes here. Some just need a little love, clearly. A little bit of work. Clearly you can spend a week here, maybe more. And you'd never see everything.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I would honestly, I'd say this is for, at least for, oh, look at that old car. Look at that setup right there. You know what I mean? Like, what in the world? But I think it's more interesting than San Diego, San Francisco, and I think San Francisco is a very beautiful city. And I think, that whole area is just like incredible landscape. But I think this, in terms of any city that we've been to, probably is one of the most interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, it's hard to pick, good architecture and
good architecture, old and new.
very arts focused. Clearly a lot of history here. Maybe we need to come back in like one of the spring or fall when the weather is not so humid or something. I will say it kind of feels a little like Detroit here with some of the dilapidated buildings, and when people like flew out of Detroit during the recession and such, and Detroit got hit hard.
Yeah.
Including back, when the automotive industry really pulled out pretty hard. I feel like this is reminiscent of that, but I don't have enough context to know why that would be. Yeah, it seems like it's all just some economic shifts have taken place, and people go where the money is. So it's a shame though that there's no need. I'm sure some of this is vandalism, but some of it might also be like tornadoes. They didn't put it back.
All right, this was our next destination. We could get out and walk it, but Joel's feet are hurting. Just have a bunch of like cool neon signs. This will look pretty cool at night, actually, I think.
This will look really cool at night.
Magic Mini Golf, Moonrise. This is called Delmar Street or Delmar Loop. It's supposed to have a bunch of quirky like art districty kind of things and things to go do and see at restaurants and tuxedo rentals.
Specifically.
And up bowling.
Yeah, we could definitely spend a good amount of time here. This is a real pretty city, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I would say the vast majority of it is very pretty.
Yeah. Bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Restaurants. A theater turned into a church. Some cool art murals on the walls here.
Ooh, a parrot. Or a parakeet.
Apparently I'm in my artistic groove today.
Yes. I really wish these were all lit up. That'd be good. Wow, look at that. How does one paint that well, that large? I can't draw or paint anything significantly smaller.
Oh, it's a Starbucks. Go figure.
Huh.
Up here we have a nice trolley. The loop trolley.
I was not expecting there to be an active trolley here. Super cool. And what is this?
Oh, City Hall.
That's City Hall?
City of University City. City Hall.
City of University City.
City Hall.
City of University City, City Hall. Whoa. That's a whoa.
We got these big tigers, lions.
Wow.
University Heights.
Very Greek mood. Wow. It's Scientology.
The Church of Scientology.
Yeah. Man, look how green and beautiful this is. Oh, this is...
These big old money mansions.
Wow. Man, oh man. I get how picturesque, this disgusts me. How picturesque this is out here.
Yeah. beautiful.
Whoa, kind of Spanish styling on that house over there. All right. Man, it's like the, what is that? Regal. Regal, that's what it is. Jeez. I could stare at these for hours. Just, oh man, ain't that a beauty? Woo-wee. 76 Corvette.
Winslow's table. University Hills. I know where we're going to hang out now.
Yeesh. All right. All right, well, I think we know about where we need to make it, so we're gonna go do a little hunting and find us a spot. But this is, I mean, just beautiful, just lovely. How are these homes, though? These are very old houses relative to like some of the newer builds we've seen. Many of these are in better shape. Must just be better upkeep.
Better upkeep.
Because they're going through the same conditions.
Yeah.
It's a shame to see some of those neighborhoods, though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is hot out here. Well, we found a place.
It took us a little while.
It did. And good thing this is a small trailer, because some of those roads, I mean, maybe we'd have made it, maybe we wouldn't have.
We looked at some of the spots on I-Overlander, and they're either really full and busy or crooked.
Way crooked. Yeah, one was like pretty crooked.
Like in front of houses, which we don't do.
We don't do that, yeah. So this one, abandoned something or other, maybe. And there's a park over here. I probably could get a little bit closer to the sidewalk. I'll readjust, actually, now that I'm looking at it. And then on this side, that way, there's just a freeway, so nobody cares. There's a house like way down there, but this is chill. There's no graffiti. There's no like broken windows and nonsense. We're not gonna be bothering anybody.
I don't think so.
Yeah, nice place for the dogs to run for a little bit. Let them get their energy out. Yeah. Anywho, this will make it for this video. I'm kind of tired.
We did a lot today, I feel like.
I feel like we did a lot, although it doesn't feel, like, doesn't logically seem like we did so much. Heat also takes it out of us, so good thing we have AC. And plenty of solar for the setting sun. I think we're facing west right now. The sun's right over there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.